Imagine your morning commute. The roads are frozen, the traffic barely moves, but above you, the sky is almost empty. Now imagine a taxi that doesn't follow the road at all. It simply takes off. That aircraft is part of a new kind of transportation, the air taxi. Instead of following roads, it carries passengers through the sky. And many of these aircraft are called eVTOLs, electric vehicles that can take off and land vertically. The name sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. eVTOL means electric vertical takeoff and landing. In other words, it uses electric power to rise straight up, fly through the air, and land vertically without needing a traditional runway. The secret isn't one giant engine. It's many smaller electric motors working together. Each motor drives a propeller, generating lift and control. And when they work together, this aircraft can rise straight into the sky. But hovering is only the first challenge. An air taxi also has to travel forward efficiently. That's where its wings become important, turning a vertical aircraft into something that can cruise more like an airplane. Once the aircraft gains forward speed, its wings begin generating lift. The propulsion system provides thrust, while the wings help support the aircraft in cruise. That's what makes an eVTOL more than just a flying helicopter. And this is where electric flight faces one of its biggest challenges: the battery. An air taxi needs enough energy to take off, fly, land, and keep a safety reserve. But every extra kilogram of battery also makes the aircraft harder to lift. So how far can an air taxi actually fly? That depends on its aircraft design, battery capacity, passenger load, and flight conditions. Every mile matters, because unlike a car, an eVTOL must spend significant energy just to stay in the air. But when the battery gets low, an air taxi needs somewhere to land. That's where vertiports come in, dedicated locations designed for these aircraft to take off, land, and prepare for their next journey. One vertiport can handle individual flights. But imagine hundreds of air taxis using the same city. Suddenly, the sky becomes another transportation network, and every aircraft has to know where it can safely go. The answer isn't another road. It's an entirely new system for managing aircraft above the city. Every air taxi needs a safe route, separation from other aircraft, and a way to know what's happening around it. But when you're flying above a city, one question matters more than speed. What happens if something goes wrong? That's why air taxis are being designed with redundant systems, multiple propulsion units, and layers of safety. But motors aren't the only challenge. An electric aircraft also carries a large amount of stored energy. Engineers have to monitor the battery, control its temperature, isolate faults, and prevent a battery problem from becoming an aircraft emergency. But even with redundant motors and smart battery systems, another question remains: who actually flies the aircraft? Some air taxi concepts are designed around onboard pilots, while others are being developed toward increasingly autonomous operation. Now imagine looking into the cockpit and seeing no pilot at all. Autonomous flight could eventually allow an air taxi to navigate, avoid obstacles, and follow its route with far less human intervention. But making passengers trust that system may be the hardest part. An air taxi isn't just an aircraft. It's an entire transportation system: aircraft, batteries, vertiports, airspace, and intelligent control working together. The technology is taking shape, but the bigger question is whether it can become practical for everyday travel.